Hello, hello, everyone. You can see, how are you? How are you, Lee? You came in first, so you get the cookie all day long. Again, I am trying out another new camera, so I may or may not look. I will be getting darker. I will grow a tan as we go, I think, is what's going to happen. I don't know what happens to the lighting here. It's not like I'm on all night, right? But for some reason, it seems to travel. My color seems to travel. Cheryl, it's good to see you. And Lee, here's the, okay, here we are. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Astrology vibrations. Good to see you.
Good to
And
see you all.
yeah, are you looking at the right screen?
I am adjusting.
I see you're always working in the background. Bunny Rabbit, Arama, Bunny Rabbit Rama. Oh, Donna. Hello. Donna Ortiz is here. And thank you for coming, everybody. How is everyone doing? I guess this week is going to be the week we were talking about last week. And let me tell you, I have had a wonderful week. Um, all all good things in my creative life. How about everyone else? I'd love to hear how your week went or is going. Oh, also, I wanted to share this hashtag stars for a reading. I like that little hand, Donna. Yeah, I had a good week. Um, I got rid of well all of my electronics. I didn't know how to get rid of them because I didn't know how to clear the hard drives on. I had two laptops and a desktop. I know I've been hanging on to them for a while, and I couldn't figure out how to destroy or remove the hard drives before recycling. So I tried and worked and as best I could on everything, and finally I just took the whole thing outside and with a pickaxe, I crushed it. Just crushed it. Found the hard drive and crushed that. Uh, Actually, I felt a whole lot better because I was getting kind of upset. So it was a good solve for what I was going through. So it's all packed up in my car. There's hashtag Lori's here with hashtag stars. Everyone else, hashtag stars. And we have here, Bunny says, some challenges, but no emergencies. I've had a bunch of old computers to figure out what to do with. You know, you just write a, e-waste or there's recycling stations all over the place. And in my area, waste management will come by 5 times a year for 5 items each. So I didn't want to wait that long because it's a scheduled day and everything's in my car anyway. So I'm going to go tomorrow to the recycling area and check it in. So, but it feels good. This room has opened up a lot. Oh, I had a printer as well. 2 printers. Yeah, I'm used to, I don't know about anybody else, but I am really used to things lasting longer. I've got stuff from decades ago that are still up and going. And so but it's good to see everybody here. We got a crowd. You ready to start your program? As
I'm
always,
ready.
good. As always, we're going to have a presentation from Lalit, and then after that, we're going to do some readings. If Lalit has to leave, that's fine because she's got commitments today. And thank you, Cheryl, for being, and Donna, for being a member. Really appreciate that. It always helps so much. If you're a member, if you'd like to be a member, the link is below. I'd appreciate it very much. And without further ado, I'm going to present Lalit and astrology vibrations. Let me go this way first and then.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Loud and clear?
You can adjust your mic a little bit close, higher. There we go, higher. Now say it.
Loud and clear?
Yeah, it's okay.
How are we? I can speak louder. How's that?
How is everybody?
Is that good? All right, Deborah, interrupt me if you feel that my volume is not correct. I can right now make a little adjustment on my end so it's a little louder. How's that? Is this loud and clear nice?
Bunny says it's great.
Okay. Well, I hope it's loud and clear because for once you are going to have a good news forecast. Good news. Hooray. So perk up your ears because I'm going to give you a 3-day window. Well, it's going to be about a 72-hour period in which you have just glorious possibilities. And I will give it to you in plain English exactly when that starts and ends and what's involved. So I will after I've talked through a little bit of astrological geek stuff, but not too bad. Not too bad. It's going to be a pretty short presentation. Things are going to move along quickly. So I'll shortly go over the astrological details because there are those people here who want to hear that. So if you are bothered by hearing, oh, Mercury is entering Gemini, you just realize that in a couple of minutes, I'm going to just give you a few sentences in plain English with no astrological gobbledygook, and you will know when it starts and when it ends and what you should be doing, because you're going to have a 3-day window of wonderful opportunities. It's very excellent news, and it might be the best 3 days of the year. Really good time. I haven't looked forward into September, October, November to see each week what it's going to be, so I can't speak to that. But for this coming few months, this is a wonderful time. So let me describe to you what's going on, and let me move some things around here so that I can see. And if I happen to switch windows and you don't see me, or I've done something wrong, let me know about that. I had a little thing disappear that I need. Hold on a minute. It vanished. Yeah, the 3-day window hasn't started yet, so we're going to still have a couple of these things. Here we go. Okay. So I'll just talk for a moment about what things are generally. Then I'll show you the chart, and so you can see. Hold on. Okay. So shortly after 4 p.m. on May 16th, which is Saturday, I looked at my calendar, so I got my days straight this time. So May 16th, 4 p.m., just after 4 p.m. Pacific time, this window opens. And astrology is not like turning on a light switch. You turn on a light switch and there this happens. Things gradually fade in. So this is the beginning of the good luck, and it falls into place one little piece at a time and builds up in momentum. So the first thing that is a series of astrological events that are going to be beautiful and wonderful opportunities for all of us and for humanity also. That's when the very first thing happens. And I want you to remember now that we have been talking about the great shift, and we've been talking about the astrological background. So imagine those big events and the slow moving planets of Pluto, etc. They're in the background, and that tapestry of the framework of our great awakening is the background of all of this. And we know that we're going through a purge and a cleansing, that we're eliminating the things of the past that don't serve us any longer, because we're entering a new and glorious phase for all of humanity. We've been talking about this for so long now, and you know that this great shift means we have to get rid of some stuff, and that getting rid of stuff, cleansing is not very pleasant, as any purge is not pleasant, or we don't like to, all of us go sign up, oh yes, I want a colonic, no, but we have that going on in the background still, so it's not like this moment is perfection. We're not going to the Cinderella ball where everything is magical and nothing is out of place. There's still some background stuff that's going on. But within this framework that we will be living through for a little while now, this is the wonderful window, miraculous, glorious little things that are happening for this few day period. And so it's not like we're instantly transported to utopia now. No, that's coming though. That is coming. That's going to be 10, 20 years down the line that we finally get there. But we are on the road. And there's no turning back. We've reached the tipping point. We've passed the tipping point. We are headed in the right direction, and there is no stopping this momentum now. We have gained, there are enough of us light workers out here doing the job. You did it. So we're heading in the right direction. And we're going to have a few day window that's going to be really wonderful. And the first thing, it's going to start Pacific time, 4 p.m. And the first thing that happens is the moon is going to be conjunct Mercury in 29 degrees of Taurus. Now, those of you who know your chart and you know you have something around 29 degrees, this is when the moon hits Mercury there, it will be a really nice trigger. And quickly, the moon moves pretty quickly, and it will be going into Gemini, changing sign. And at that point, it's at 0 degrees and conjuncts Uranus. Mercury is the lower octave of Uranus, so those two energies reinforce each other. So all of the things, and we're going to talk about it in plain English in just a second, all of those things that Mercury and Uranus rule are going to be put into motion, and really like a magnifying glass, everything is going to be larger. And this has not occurred at this place in Gemini for about 80 years. It's a wonderful time that is going to mark some significant changes. At the same time, and this will be true for this whole little period that we're talking about, Mercury is not only conjunct Uranus, it's sextile, that's a beautiful aspect, with Neptune, and trining Pluto. Now I'm going to go to the window of the chart and point, and I have the chart up here, and I'm going to move to that. And is everybody seeing this chart? Did I click it over sufficiently that everybody can see this one? Okay. And now let me make it a little bit larger so you can see it better. This will only take me a second, I promise. Okay. So there you should be having a good view of what's happening. And I'm just going to ping on things a little bit so that you can see what's happening. So we're talking about the moon, which is here in Taurus. You see how everything's clustered really tightly together. The moon is going to be in Taurus on that day, and it will move to be conjunct Mercury, exactly. Then it leaves Taurus and goes into the sign of Gemini, where Uranus is located. So the moon is going to make this little boom, boom, boom it hits Mercury, then it changes into Gemini and conjuncts Uranus. At the same time, we have wonderful aspects complementing that are including Neptune over here, the planet of psychic intuition, inspiration, creativity, dream world, in areas where we have lots of innovation, newness. And so this is great for all of us here in this place, that all of this chat room, that all these people here, all of you are talented in this with the Neptunian influence, or you wouldn't be here. So this is going to ignite your capabilities and add to your psychic talents and your intuition and all of the things you creatively want to do, whether you're writing a book or whether you're doing tarot cards or anything that involves creativity, inspiration, intuition, and spirituality. That's it. And we add the sextile to Pluto over here, which adds depth. The ability to see the Akashic records would be about among these. That kind of depth, the ability to see karmic possibilities, tapping into real deep Kundalini energy. So combine these things with things like astral traveling and things that we're interested in the spirit realm, or creative projects that might be artistic of nature. You could reach some new heights and depth of inspiration at this time. So that's really a beautiful thing. At the same time, then, Mercury, who rules Gemini, moves into Gemini. Woohoo! When it's in its ruling sign, it's heightened. And Mercury and Uranus are octaves of each other. I mentioned that before, and I'd like to clarify what I mean by that. When you have any two planets that are octaves of each other, for example, another one of those is Pluto and Mars. When they go together and work together, that heightens the energy. And there's this word synergy, which means when two things that are alike combine, they reinforce each other in such a way that the addition of these two things is greater. When they work together, it's greater than the sum of the parts individually. It's like a huge bump in force and potential. So the Mercury Uranus thing is going to be really, really strong. And I'm going to give you the details on what that means practically in life in plain English in just a minute. We'll just get through what's happening. Then you can see the magnitude of it. Then I'm going to give you the plain English description. So if you're not up on what that means, you will be in a minute, because we're going to get to that in really clear, plain words. So we left off with Mercury changing sign into Gemini, hitting Uranus. Then Mars moves into Taurus. And at this time, Venus moves into Cancer. So Mars, the masculine sign, and Venus, the feminine sign, get into the most beautiful aspect of opportunity that you can have. Their sextile, which is opportunity, and it's exactly precise. And what this means in practical language is that, especially because both signs are going to be at the powerful 0-degree mark, right along with all the other stuff, it's all hitting an aspect, geometry, astral geometry at the same time. Everyone is going to have a better sense of balance and harmony. Every person will improve from whatever level they're at. They're going to get a better sense of balance. There are those people right now who are super balanced, they'll be more so. Those who have no balance, well, they'll get a glimmering. Okay, so it's not like everyone reaches nirvana, but from your level, you will get a bump of balance, harmony, a balance of the divine feminine, the divine masculine energy. So people will be able to balance their masculine elements, assertive, aggressive, motivational energies with the divine feminine, a receptive, intuitive, sensitive qualities will blend together in a harmonious way that will be very practical, and you'll be able to use this in your daily life. Or this period is just going to be very heightened to give you a sense of harmony and ability to really move forward in these areas. And with Mercury and Uranus configurations, Uranus being the upper octave of Mercury, it means that those two planets are going to reinforce each other. The like frequencies add up together, and those include the following areas. Everything in the field of communications, everything in communications. This could be technological breakthroughs like AI communication. So it'd be a good example of combining these for if you've been not wanting to tip your toe into the waters of AI communication, it's a good time to explore and see what you can individually pursue in your own goals, whatever they are. That would be a good time for that. It's a good time for you to evaluate your relationships. Let's say there's people in your life you had a breakdown in communications and you're having trouble communicating with some person or group of people. It's a good time that you can have a breakthrough in your interpersonal relationships where you have previously had a block in communication. So if you have this situation, I think all of us do have people that we'd like to be communicating better with. This is a time to find the door open. So reach out, even if you've had failures in the past, and attempt use the qualities of Venus in this. If you're reaching out to someone you're having trouble with, listen, be diplomatic, caring, sensitive. See if you can open the door for a new understanding, and you might find a person who is open to your communication where in the past they've been shutting you off. So give it a shot. This is the time you stand a chance for a breakthrough in your personal relationships. And on the world stage, of course, we can see that this could be helpful. I'm not having a lot of hope about the wars that are going on right now, but we have a chance for world changing events to occur. I'm positive that some really world changing events will occur. I'm hoping that we get some good news in the diplomacy, lack thereof. We've had no real diplomacy in Iran, or what's going on in the world. We're aware. So there's some glimmering of hope in there that we might have an improvement. But I am positive that we're going to have some big scientific breakthroughs that could change the world, or disclosure events such as ETs that could change the world. We're looking at major events that could really shake things up in a positive direction. So I'm sure there's going to be some new things happening. You might not get the news of it immediately in these 3 days, but this period is going to bring, I'm sure, ramifications that will snowball into the future for long lasting changes that will be beneficial for all of us. So, in your personal lives, this is the time for you to seek out joy. So, I'm giving you here a permission slip, a ticket. Please take those 3 days, don't lose them. Don't lose this opportunity to have joy and love and creativity. Focus in these areas. These are the areas and these are the big areas, right, of life. Everything depends on this. If you have joy and love and creativity in your heart, all else will follow. The other stuff will get taken care of. So put your effort where it will grow, magnify, and manifest a happy life for you. So focus on joy, love, creativity, and whatever that means in your life. At this moment, you can increase your returns on your investment. I might just say, what. So in those areas, you stand a chance of taking a quantum jump into a new dimension, because this 3 day period is like a gateway or a vortex, a nexus in which your efforts will be magnified like in a whirlwind. It's the time you can reinvent yourself with the whole new vibration and frequency. So I'm going to say that again. You can reinvent yourself, be a new person, be reborn with a whole new frequency and vibration in which the rest of your life will start to really improve in a big way. So take advantage of this 72-hour period in which all your efforts in these areas will be rewarded with magnificent opportunities for manifestation in all those areas of joy, happiness, love, creativity. What could be finer? So remember this period, here it is, mark your calendars, late in the day on the 16th, like Pacific time, 4 p.m. on, to late in the day on the 19th. And those days are Tuesday, and is the ending of that period. It starts on Saturday the 16th through Tuesday the 19th, late in the day, depending on your time zone. So now the time zone is approximately 4 p.m. Pacific for the ending and starting and ending. But it's not like there's a switch that it happens and then suddenly it gets shut down. It gradually blends in. So those are vague points of reference, not like it's not the bell goes off, boom, time up. No, it's not like that. So just keep that in mind. These are guidelines for that 72-hour period. You have wonderful, lovely, harmonious, creative, spiritual potential here. Everyone here is involved in that field. So know that in this time, everything always works out perfectly. Iwa, if you have a positive attitude, looking for the lesson in everything, always say to yourself, well, I wonder why this is happening. What is this lesson I'm supposed to get out of this? It will turn out in your favor in the long run. And remember also, your angels and guides know what is best for you. You generally don't. They see your entire life plan and what you truly need. And what you truly need must be in alignment with what you want for things to work out. So ask for guidance to understand what is it that you truly need and what is best for you, and have faith that you are being led to the highest good in your life path. And always the key here is know thyself. That's what astrology is good for, that. Know thyself, because you know your life path, you know what you are supposed to be doing, and that all the opportunities that are opening for you here at this time are pushing you along that path. Sometimes you may be looking the other way, thinking you want door number 2, when your life path is really door number 1. But your angels and guides are saying, hey, no, door 1 has the car. Go that way. That's a joke. I didn't mean the car. But as a symbol of what your life path would really be, the highest good for you. So I'm just going to close with one thing, and I don't want to throw a wet blanket over all this fun and good news and everything, but I want to alert you that after this wonderful 72-hour period, we're going to have a Mars-Pluto thing that is going to be a real, let me say, different energy. Kind of energy like, oh, incoming, it's a little bit different energy. So very completely opposite day energy, where we say it, frankly. Mars Pluto thing, you want to be reaping your benefits for the 3 days, and then it'll keep you happy and tide you through the Mars Pluto thing that's coming after it. So don't waste your time. Take advantage.
No, I think if you go with the flow,
yeah,
with what's the benefits is coming out, it prepares you. I mean,
yes.
it
stocking up
cocoons
in
you
goodness,
from the other stuff. It's when you don't
right.
act and on your impulses, because that's how spirit talks to you, is through an impulse to do something, and you can talk yourself out of it really easy. But
That's
if you
so
go
true.
with your impulses,
so true,
these 3 days, then Pluto can do all he wants.
That's right. And in those 3 days, you can stock up with so much love and harmony and balance that you can just sail through the Mars Pluto thing without you say, okay, I got this.
Peggy said,
I got this. It's like in Star Wars? They catch a little bar apart and shoot it the other way. Say, nah, not here.
Donna says, tuck and roll energy. I like that one.
Tuck and roll.
Peggy was saying, thank you, Lily.
Okay, did everybody mark your calendar? We're going to call you up and say,
I did.
Okay. So we'll hear a report. We're going to hear remember last week I told you there'd be good news today to tune in today. So let's hear a report back of all the beautiful things that you manifested in this period.
Bob,
That's right.
Rosie. Oh, I'm so sorry that you came in and decided to say something like that. Goodbye.
Okay.
So I must not have scheduled this for subscribers. He's certainly not a subscriber. Anyway, yay. So I think everything's rolling around just great. I know that this up and down and um, I got such a push. It was like this week was really odd because I got really down and then I got this impulse to do something new, different, and focus everything on that. And boy, that really pulled me out of the dumps. Plus, I talked to a good friend, which helped. And anyway, so everybody ready? Thank you, Lalit. I forgot to ask how your week was.
I think it was real similar to yours. I took my laptop and my printer and a piano to the repair shop, and the laptop and piano got fixed, and my printer died after
Uh,
spending all kinds of money on it. So, but they have a new one. They have one, a refurbished laser printer, so I don't have to get involved
ooh,
in cartridges and stuff for me at a really good price. And they're holding it for me till I can gather up my pennies and go get it
yay.
as I need it.
Oh, I
So
love
that was
that. So
sort of,
you
it
don't,
was sort of like that, you know.
laser doesn't need ink. You don't,
No,
I didn't know that.
you don't use those funky colored cartridges that cost so much money and make
Mhm.
problems.
Oh,
So so
well,
anyway,
that's good to know.
yeah, and I got my car, I got my seat taken out of my car, and the generator thing just rolls in. I don't have to hurt my back, and I've ordered the part to make everything speed up in the charging, and so things are moving in the right direction. It was a
I
kind
love
of a
it.
in one of those weeks, but good.
But you got things done. You got
Yes, I
things
got a
done.
lot done. I really did. Now I've lost the StreamYard window here. There it is. Okay.
Oh, I found something new here. Let me see here. Media asks, watch this. Watch this. Watch it. I think this is it. Like and subscribe. See that little guy up there? I just found it. So
That's
now
great. That's so
I,
important. You know,
it is.
that's important. People get bored of hearing that, but it's so, yeah, without
I
that,
know.
we can't do our job without
I
that.
like to say I like to say like and hype.
Like and hype. Okay.
So Donna Ortiz gave me a wonderful sticker donation. I really, really appreciate this. But I've been looking for your question because you get to have, you don't have to go into the giveaway tool because you bought a ticket to your question, to your answer. So, but I didn't see your question, sweetheart. Would you mind typing it again? Oh, you said general. Okay. All right. I like general. You know, I keep saying that. Let me get your. So, groundedness. I've got 62 for you. 62. So you've got home, family, health, and reaching out to others. I know you're kind of probably a little bit of a loner. I don't know. I think you like people over there. I don't know. Let me see what the first card out. The first card out is a major card. So we're going to talk about specifically your spiritual life and spiritual conversations. And I have, wait a minute. Okay. I have, whoa, there's even more. There is even, you like, you like, yes, you like people on the other side. That's right. They come visiting. So I also had another major card come out. This one is the Empress. Remember, the first card out is the topic Spirit wants to address with you. And so it's spiritual, your spiritual life. And the first card from that starts the reading and it stays with that. I got another. So there's this interesting, very interesting, excuse me. You're going to have a whole lot more energy coming up. Absolutely. And you're going to kind of lay down your control issues. I have the reversed 5 of Swords. You're going to stop fighting with yourself, fighting with others, fighting with, well, spirit maybe. I'm not sure. You're going to have enough. I've got the seven of Pentacles, and but here's one card, the Devil card. The Devil card is here to say basically what I just said. You're stinking thinking, which we all have. But it looks like your compulsion to, and your impulse to control and hurry things up is going to might get the best of you, but at times, but then you're going to recognize it and you're going to come back out of it. So the very last card is the Queen of Wands, which is a very healthy woman who has a lot of movement. So I hope that helps. What did you get, Lalit?
Well, I love this card. I'm a Libra, Sun, Mercury, and Neptune, and so I love justice. We haven't had enough of that around in the world. But your personal life, you have the Archangel Raguel with the wings of justice here. It says you're going to be involved with some fair and just decisions. That's always good. But do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs.
I like that.
Very nice.
I like that.
I like that too.
You can't write on my channel. Is that what it says? I'm getting the feedback here, but I'm sorry about that. I see what you're writing. Awaiting justice. Hypnicity. Awaiting justice. Nice. Does make sense. Letting go. That is something to aspire to, for sure. So now let's go into giveaway tool. Remember, if you decide to donate, you don't have to wait. You can guarantee a reading at that point. We're going to draw 2 bunny
rabbit-o-rama. Is this X-rated or is this for everybody? Family show here.
Family show. And then we have another one coming up. So Bunny, if you could write your question down. Hypnicity. Awesome. So if you guys could just write your question down, that would be great. You're welcome, Donna. Okay. Hypnicity came in first. Oh, wait. Oh, Bunny Rabbit Rama says, I just love bunnies. And so if you have written your question, I haven't seen it yet, Bunny. So if you could do it now, I'm going to do hypnicity first. The lawyers are working on a settlement. Oh, you don't have a question? Then I'll give you a general and your number. And is the settlement coming soon? That's a good question. Let me see what. Another 8. It was 62 for Donna. It's 26 for hypnicity, which means definitely it's an 8. It goes with the 8. It has all of your stuff is in order. So the 6 tells me that everything's in order. The 2 is negotiations. And it looks like the 8 is profitability or tangible outcomes. Let me do a Celtic cross so I can see timelines a little better. I work in 1 month increments in general, but during this show, it's 1 week increments because we come on once a week. So it looks like 2 weeks. So if the last card is not a major card, I keep laying cards down, each representing a week. And so the Hierophant came in 2 weeks. So it looks like within 2 weeks. And she goes, oh, I hope so. Me too. Me too. But the 26 and 2 weeks is your magic numbers.
I got a 2 of air for you. That might reinforce the idea of 2 weeks. That could help the 2 weeks, but it's showing that right now there's been a stalemate and a lack of a decision. You've been suffering with the stalemate at this moment. But then comes the card of justice. So there will be a fair and equitable decision, but there's a
She said it's
stalemate
been
right now.
9 years.
Oh, geez.
9 years of constant vigilance with this. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Well, I hope it works. The wind is at your back on this.
Hang
Thank
in
you,
there.
Bora Bora. Hashtag stars will get you in. And our bunny is up next. Let me see what your general is. Ooh, you get 77. Sunset Strip. So a magical number here. 775 is what it is. I got her going. Lalit is a musician.
Yeah, I have to do it. I'm sorry. That's the theme song from the show. 77, if you're not old enough. Sunset Strip.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
So 77 is
God.
a number. I love these double digit numbers. And of course, 5 is around it. So there's a lot of activity on a spiritual level because we're talking about, the sevens, because you get an extra dash of intuition with sevens. So the first card out is another major card. And we're talking about your spiritual health. So it looks, this is for Bunny. What's interesting, and all but one card came in reversed. So part of you wants to give up, even though success is right around the corner. You've kind of had enough and you're not feeling stable. And it's just one of those things that Lalit was talking about where coming up in the near future, it feels like there was something challenging everybody beforehand, but then it's going to get a little bit better. I'm looking at that for you. I'm going to read this as a block and restriction because it shows that you might become argumentative with someone. And that will offset any blessings synchronizing up for you right now. I'm not saying for you to not speak your mind, but there's a way to do it. Definitely a way to do it that is a little healthier than others. So I do believe someone's going to get your goat. And go ahead. I see you.
Yeah, this card really reinforces all the things that I just talked about, what's happening this week. You get the King of Air. And it says, brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Now, remembering that we're blending together the diplomacy along with speaking your mind to see the fine points and use your divine feminine as well. Seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. And the air, remember that we were talking about Gemini and Uranus, both air planets going into Gemini, the air sign, and this is the King of Air. So this week, I'd say, is right up your alley. Just balance the mental and emotional, balance the divine feminine and divine masculine that we talked about. Go in with understanding, kindness, empathy, and you will get rewarded.
So Bunny says, yes, that already happened this week, Deborah. Something very annoying. Yes, I get you. I see you. I feel you, because sometimes things stick and they don't feel very good. And and then you have this mixed emotion stuff. This is probably not a good time for you to move into righteousness, self-righteousness, even though that's what you want to do. And the 77.5 is going to give you insights. Like God is going to talk to you. You're going to hear it, and it's not going to be. I mean, when I say talk to you, I don't know if you're auditory, but you'll know these messages coming in. But the way you get the messages is to kind of be calm as best you can. The best way to do that would be exercise. Eating ice cream, of course, always helps. Took me all day. She says, took me all day yesterday to talk myself off the ledge. I get that. And you know what? There are things we think about. This is a trap for, hi, Marby. This is a trap that we come into, spiritual people come into, because we think of things we'd like to do to that person or say to that person, or cause or hope for harm to that person, because it's just such an injustice. And understand that's a human thing, whether you're spiritual or not. That's just a human thing. But you are so enlightened that you recognize it and just allow it, and then have it set aside. Allow it, set it aside, and so it's a tough spot to be in. And I'm sorry that you're going through this. I'd love to check back next week to see how this played out. Really, I'm rooting for you, for sure. Marby's in. Yes, Marby. #stars. Thank you so much. Well, bless you and leave you with that. Thank you so much. We're gonna find another couple of winners. Oh, I didn't add it to the. Sorry, it's Cheryl. I forgot to add it to the show. Cheryl, grab your question, put it in, and then we're going to go to another person. Maria, Scorpio, put your question in. Be mindful, we're not talking about Philip. We're just talking about your well-being. Bunny says, yes, I feel an injustice. I don't want to make things worse. It's challenging. Thank you so much. Okay. That was right on the spot. God bless you. God bless you. Cheryl wants a general. General, please. I'm a 25/7. What? That's a smarty pants. I'm saying in a loving way. You've got a great mind on you. Do you know what your personal year is? Add up your month and day, and then add 1 to it. And then you can tell me what your personal year is. First card out as cups. We're talking about your emotions and your emotions around money. And again, a little more injustice coming up. When things get hard for you, you retreat. And that is a very, very good thing. But understand that when we retreat with thoughts in our head that we don't have enough, that we've been thrown under the bus, that there won't be enough in the future, that kind of thing. Oh, okay. I can talk to you about the 9. Yes. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. This makes sense to me. So I've got 5 of Pentacles upright, just in case for the people who read tarot, telling me, and we're talking about emotions. So it's not real life. This is how she feels about her life emotionally. So her point of view. But it shows here with the 5 of Pentacles, feeling at lack, that there's not enough. The Knight of Swords coming in with no new ideas. That's reversed. Reverse Ten of Swords, you're getting over feeling that you're trying really hard not to think that, oh, life is hard. You know, those generals things, general thing, life is cruel, life is hard, and there's no good ice cream around, you know, that kind of stuff. And I also have the Five of Swords reversed. You kind of give up a little bit, giving up on arguing and fighting for it. But let me give you a hint about the 9 personal year. She was saying that's exactly what I do. I go clamshell. Yes, you do. That's where your brilliance lives. It's just that when you have keeping good company with your thoughts, and being alone is wonderful, but I'm feeling that you're doing it with despair. I'm going to just put it as despair. But let me tell you about the 9. You and I, sister, share a 9 personal year. And you remember, I don't know, remember if you were here earlier, I was talking about getting rid of all my electronics that don't work and letting go of things. And that you can tell by my life, 2 printers, 2 laptops, you know, a router, a modem. I mean, I don't throw anything away just in case I might need the cord. Are you kidding me? This is the year I need to give it up. So I was feeling exactly how you were feeling, and just throwing those things around and getting them out of my house really, really helped. So it's giving up things that you might have grown attached to, or you just don't know what to do, but addressing it specifically by the end of the year, or else it gets crazy. Go ahead, Lalit.
Well, I was listening to what you said. I created a shelf by my door. That's a set location, and I see something that I want to let it, give it to someone else or take it out of my house one way or the other. It goes on that shelf until then I try to take stuff out every day. Anyway, I got a card that's a 9 of water. And this is beautiful. It's like the 9 of Cups, it's your wish
Yeah,
come
that's the
true.
cups. Yeah, the
Your wish
emotion.
come true. Emotional, and your concerns will fade away, and love of life entering.
Yeah.
That's
Again, with I forgot to grab a number for you, but it's 80. So that's like tangible things. Just running back to your 9 personal year. If you were able to just one shelf in the pantry, just do that. That's your homework. I don't usually, I'm a lousy coach. I don't tell people what to do, but it just that exercise, toss what you want, rearrange or whatever, one shelf in your pantry, and then, um, and that, and that's going to reset your emotions. I know it sounds weird, but that's what spirit is saying. And that was interesting. My sweet Maria Scorpio, I don't see your question. That was after I said you couldn't ask anything about Philip. Cheryl says, I will try. I've been procrastinating every day. I know, 15 minutes.
You don't
15
often have
minutes
sweet and
is all
Scorpio
I
in
need.
this. I didn't
What?
mean to. I didn't mean to talk over you, but I don't often hear sweet and Scorpio in the same sentence.
Oh, I don't know if I said that. Uh, 5 alarm fire is in here. Something led me to, oh, welcome, sweetheart. I appreciate you coming in. I like that. But procrastinating every day is going to be your undoing, and my undoing, if I don't pay attention. Because if I don't get rid of what I need to get rid of to open up, get back on track to before my next 9-year cycle, then I just set up for a rotten 9-year cycle, something that's just dead in the water. But if you, and the things you're supposed to give up will start getting crazy and awful and chaotic. And so she was saying, sounds good advice about doing just one shelf, accomplishing one thing in Crete. Go ahead.
What this topic of that you're saying is so important. And everybody needs to remember that manifestation is a cyclic process. The more things that you give away that really aren't serving you, you make room for the beautiful things that can move into your space. And you need to keep things flowing out, or it blocks your manifestation. So just be when you see something you don't really need it, someone else could get benefit from it, put it in your location to give it away, and just keep doing that, because that's one of the secrets of manifestation, is moving things away that you no longer need. Give it to someone who will use it.
Awesome. That's good advice. You know what? I don't see Maria in the putting in her. Maria, if you're here, put your question in, sweetheart. And Marby, you were so generous. You gave me a sweet donation. I did not look at my phone yet, so I'm really glad you said that. I do believe you wanted a general reading. I'd love to do that. You're so kind to me. Appreciate it.
That's Marby.
I know. Well, we've got some creativity. You've got a 21 coming your way. So that is independence with people around you. That sounds wild, doesn't it? Excuse me. All right. First card out. I'm sorry. Oh, you want to go?
I thought you weren't ready, so I would, but I'll just wait till the end.
I was choking on my. Yes, you go.
Okay. I got the Queen of Water. I was so excited. I couldn't wait. I was holding it in. I mean, that is awesome for you, Marby. This is you. And it's what we were talking about coming up this week. So it's tenderhearted, empathetic, patient, loving. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. I could have just not do my reading. I just read this card. This is very nice and it's beautiful. And I think that's you for sure.
It's magical, creative, and communicative. First card out here are wands, saying it's time to get moving and moving your body. I've got the Queen of Wands as well, along with strength, which is grace under pressure. If you're feeling it, this is the cool part, is that right now, when you feel pressure, you are moving. Spirit is telling me that you are moving, and Seven of Pentacles means you're moving through life. You've got plenty in reserves financially, and you might argue with that, but all your knowledge, just you're tending your garden, and in your garden is all your past life education, all of your current life education, all your wisdom. I do see happiness right away here with the 10 of Cups. Looks like a wonderful, wonderful weekend coming up. I don't know if did you catch the first part where Lalit was telling us how cool it's going to get, how wonderful it's going to be on the 16th through that Tuesday. So that is it. Thank you so much, Marby, for being here and being such a nice contributor. Always here, always faithful. I love you so much. Ballad of Janine. Yes. Welcome, dear. You got it right. #stars get you in the drawing. We're going to go to the giveaway tool. Now, Lalit, we're getting close to the top of the hour, and I know you have to go. So at any time you want to go, you go. And then I'll finish it.
Before, thank you so much for that. I do have a little boy I have to help with his project, and I got to get over and do that. But I want to say how wonderful you all are, and how I love all of you, and how each week it's so inspirational to get together and meld our energy, forms this great, beautiful feeling of loving and kindness that you all are imbued. And thank you so much for being here, all of you, and thank you doing your signing and, liking us on our channels. And that's such a help for me. And
She's
that
saying,
helps everybody. And so you guys have a great week. We want a full report back from everybody about the wonderful things that occurred to
wonderful
you this
things that
week.
are
Yeah.
ready. 5 alarm
Have a
fire.
good week. So I think I will take a hit the road. I need to gather up
Of
some.
course.
Yeah.
Totally
Love
understand.
you all so much. Thank you.
See you. Bye-bye.
I hope
Uh-oh.
best week ever.
Uh-oh.
Best
Uh-oh.
best
Uh-oh.
week ever. Best week ever.
Best week ever. Okay, great. All right, sweetheart. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I almost closed her out too much. I kind of like that. If you get tired of someone, you can just click them off. No, I'm not. I'm joking about that. So 5 alarm fire just came in. So certainly jump on the next live stream. I hope you are all well and wish you only positive things. So sweet. 5 alarm. And let me just go over here. Ballad of Janine. You're laughing? Are you laughing at my bad joke? Sister. Love it. Let me go ahead and bring in some more fun with the giveaway tool. I'm so sorry. I missed Maria. Some people, they're working, or I know that Maria is a different place on earth. Ballad of Janine. So you're a winner. Put your question into the chat, please. And I know that Maria lives in the Netherlands, and so it's like middle of the night there, so she might have dropped off. Let me go ahead and draw one more and get in here. Lori, 26. You do know that adds up to a 7. So you're very aligned. Here we are. General reading for Ballad of Janine. All right. Let me get your number first. Whoops. It's interesting. I've got a series here. I've got 93 and 94, so I have to read that. So we've got a 3 and a 4, basically energy, but I do believe your 9s are going to be important this week. So if someone asks you how many ice cream cones you want 9 for sure. But the 9 equals a 3. So that's creativity and communication, and the 94 is a 4, which is stability. So the cool part about that is when you talk, people are going to listen, and everything's going to sound right and feel right. You're going to be satisfied. First card out is Wands. We're going to talk about your activity. It looks like there's a financial opportunity coming up. I don't know if it's a side gig or you're able to do something for someone that's really going to be beneficial. I realize that you may not have, you might not feel like you can be generous. I'm feeling the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Usually upright, it means a woman that wants independence, is fine with or without a partner, never worries about money. I mean, it's really the epitome of beautiful. It comes in reverse, which tells me that you might feel like there's not enough, but there is plenty of support. The King of Wands is right here. This is an older person, wise, knows you quite well. The Wheel of Fortune. So if you are suffering a little bit right now, the Wheel of Fortune reminds us that and it's always spinning, that what gets kind of bummed out gets gets really good. And we've got the 16th coming. I'm going to really go for that 16th, that configuration of stars. So another thing it's telling me here with the reverse hermit is that you're going through the motions. Is this right? Are you feeling like you're going through the motions? You're Pisces. Boy, you are really, really talented with your intuition. Okay. Yeah, she says yes. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit farther here with you, Janine, because got good news for you. Whatever you're worried about isn't a hole you need to dig. And this is very, very strong. So you're going through the motions and you're trying to figure out what you can do. Now, again, what you can do is exercise, because it's the wand family. So you need to be physically out there doing anything, walking an extra block or something like that, because it looks like with the reverse moon that there's hidden agendas around you. You being as I don't know what happened to my camera. It's a new one, so I'm going to go like this. Figure out. Some people go like that. Oh, it worked. So understand that physical exercise is going to be your companion. It's going to be your lifesaver. I believe there's just a lot built up right now, and you just want to say no to it, but you're committed to being elsewhere, and you go through the motions. There is a loving spirit guide on your side and is trying to comfort you in understanding that. Also, the Hierophant is here. Spirit is absolutely with you on this situation. I don't know what you're facing, but it's digging for answers is not what you need to do right now, because I believe your state of mind and state of heart, if you did get answers, you might interpret them, filter them through anxiety or something like that. So I would like you to just give yourself permission to not go to the dance, not go to the whatever you're signed up for. You can just go ahead and stay home, but do be mindful of how the quality of your thoughts when you're alone. Yeah. I'll bless you and leave you with that. Seeking myself for myself. Hello, happy. Awesome. Lori, I think you put it in. I'm just looking. If I don't get a reading. Seeking myself for myself. Is that Denise? Donna? I can't remember. You hashtag stars. Anyway, oh, you're here. Did I win? Yes, you weren't here, so I had to skip you. I'm sorry. Maria, just put hashtag stars in again and see what happens. I know I'm a little confused. So I'll bless you and leave you with that. Now, Lori, I don't see your, would you type your question in again if you have a specific one, or else I'll just give you a general. Oh, I want you to be here. Hi, Maria. It's so good. I was telling people what time is it over there, Maria, where you live? I was thinking when your name came up, I was thinking, oh, she probably fell asleep, because isn't it the middle of the night? And Lori. Well, we're waiting. I hope I didn't miss that question. So I'm just going to bring in again. Oh, you're in Europe. Lori came in again. So that's interesting. I'm not here. Okay. I might have read that. Lori, let me know if I did. I'm not good at keeping track of stuff in my brains. My brains are no good anymore, too old. Seeking myself for myself. So seeking, I do have your question. I'm looking here. There it is. I would love to know how the next few months look for me in the area of family wellness. Oh, I like that question. The clouds are parting and the dynamics are changing. I don't do months in advance, especially with many readings. And here I have the framework of 1 week, but I get, you know what I could do is do a month, 1 month. Let me just move into that energy just a second. Okay. Now, as far as your family goes, family wellness, you know you're the smartest one in the room. Just saying. You have people know your wisdom, but they take it for granted. And it looks like this month, I'm going to say this week, prior to the weekend, it looks like nobody's listening. But it looks very good after that. With the Seven of Pentacles, meaning that your wisdom comes through to the family and its wellness in a positive way coming up. But right this minute, I mean, be hopeful, be excited. Spirit says there is no action needed. I kind of said that, but I was saying it with speaking. You don't need to say anything more. The wands are up there. Let me see what your wand was reversed, meaning just lay back, enjoy yourself. I do have 40 here for you. So 4 is here. That can also match with the 22, which means chop wood, carry water. Just go through the motions, understand that what's in motion, you can't make it faster, can't make it slower. You can make it worse, I guess, if you insist on controlling it. But I don't get the feeling that you're one of those. I have a feeling that you know yourself well enough when you know, just let it play out kind of stuff. You're welcome, Ballad. I'm glad. Okay, so I'm also looking, I guess that was it. So I'll bless you and leave you with that. Let me grab another winner here. I can do a couple more. Let me do it a couple more here. Marby, I've read you already because you were so generous with your donation. You were the first one. Second one. Donna was the first generous. CJ. Awesome. CJ and cats. I love that. Let me draw another. Bora Bora. Janet. Okay. So Bora Bora says, feel free to let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm a visual person. would be greatly appreciated if you could possibly type it in the chat. I will. CJ says, general, please. And I'll wait for Bora Bora's question. Okay. Let's see what number you are. 54, which is a 9. 54 is such an interesting number because we've got the energy of stability with the 4, and the 5 is like, I don't want to sit still. And so all in all, it's a 9 added up, meaning that those energies are very interesting. So what you're choosing your legacy, choosing what to keep, what to leave. First card out is your thinking, which is swords. General. Okay. I've got some good news about that. CJ, I've got the Knight of Cups. So love is coming in. The Ace of Wands, it's in action. So that could actually be something brand new. So this could be a person coming into your life, of course, and it takes off, it ignites quickly. It can also be a line of passion, an event that's coming up. It could mean an activity that you really find that you like, but it would be a new activity with the being the ace. So it also could mean that someone will call you up out of the blue and say, hey, sister, let's go have some coffee and talk things out. There is a sense of justice around the energy as well. So don't second guess yourself this week with whatever decisions you have. I think there's some decisions that need to be made, especially letting stuff go, because it is a 9 energy. Nobody's going to take anything from you. This is the seven of swords reversed. Nobody's going to take anything from you. If you offer it, nobody's going to take too much, or you're not going to give away too much. So just trust yourself on that. Trust yourself on that. And interesting. Thank you. An evaluation on a reading. Interesting. Like Spock. Fascinating. Yeah. Oh, C King says you see 444 all the time. I like 444. CJ says I'm cleaning things out. Yep, that's what we do. I'm finding that is a good thing. So February 22nd for Bora Bora. She wants a general. Is that must be yours. That's you. February 22nd. So that is 222. Did you know that? No wonder you're a visual person. You are so tapped into people with the 222, which is a 6. But that perfectionism, boy, you hold yourself to a high standards. You're really a high standard. Hats off to you. First card out is a major card. Second is a major as well. Thinking at a tip of the hat from Spirit saying you think outside the box. I've got the Hanging Man. Also the 8 of Pentacles, meaning you are very, very good at what you do. What's coming up this week looks like a social event. So it's the 3 of Cups. It's usually just a get together. It looks like it will be spontaneous. So Spirit would like you to say yes to that. It doesn't look like there's any harm in it, but unless you force yourself to go. I know that's odd to say, but we have to think of our capacity, right? So a high maintenance friend to me is a friend where I can't talk about my joys and my happiness and what keeps me happy or what I'm excited about, because they will not have an interest or be critical. So, but otherwise, I like them very much, right? We all have friends like that. So there's different degrees of friendship. If this spontaneous get together are with people that your capacity isn't available, then don't go. Don't go. You understand that. So even though I said I encourage you to go, if you have that one thing, so if you're excited about something but you can't talk about it, is that it's a friendship that's in a certain distance. And sometimes that takes a lot out of you, just going for coffee and just listening to all their good news without being able to share your own. That's a tough one. So I'm at 20 after the hour. I don't want to go on too much longer. I sure have enjoyed being here today. Again, we're going to be here next week, next Thursday at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I do have room in my schedule for readings. I do have my prices at a discount, but I need to raise that up again pretty soon. So if you want to get in on that, that'd be great. And I'm coming up with some neat things that I can offer you coming up. Oh, Bora Bora hugs. Thank you. God bless you. And God bless everyone who's a member, who joined the channel. I appreciate it. I've got it's a big thank you for $4.99 and a bigger thank you for $7.99. But that helps me with some things that happened in my life that I'm able to do work on this. You know what? There's a lot of fiddly stuff that goes into running a show. And then there's also this weird, let me stop this banner. There's this weird thing when you're on YouTube. Tell me if you felt it, where it's not competition. It's creative people that every week they find something else to learn, something that was better than the last thing they learned. And it gets exhausting. It's like, when can we just slow down and enjoy what we just learned? So I have a hard time with that. Okay, I understand, Bora. Janet, you watch it later. So I do appreciate everybody, and I wish you all well. Cynthia, have a great week yourself, and hope you catch up with Gerald. I don't know when we're going to be on next. I'd like to talk to him. I don't know if I'm set up this week with anything outside of this, so I'll do a members only probably. So love you all. Mwah. And keep yourself safe and enjoy the week. Sounds like a good one, according to Lalit. So I want to hear stories about the blessings that came to you this week, starting on the 16th. Well, we can bring it in sooner than later, right? All right. Love you all. Mwah. You take it easy.